Hello and welcome to NWAMI International Malta. With the activities of our organization, we aim to bridge cultural gaps and help raise awareness about the rapid increase of challenging issues communities are faced with in today's world. August 12th marks the annual celebration of the International Youth Day. This day is dedicated to raise awareness of challenges our youth is facing in today's world and the role young people play in achieving global sustainable development goals. The first Youth Day was observed in 1999, and this year's International Youth Day theme is Transforming Food Systems, Youth Innovation for Human and Planetary Health. Food systems are complex networks of interconnected activities that include not only how we get food from the farm to the fork, but also its effects on environment and our health, and all the economics involved, and the degree to which we waste food. With me today is Tasha Ellul. Being a British national of Swedish-Maltese descent, multicultural integration is in Tasha's DNA. Tasha lived in Malta until she was the age 18, and after that she went to the UK to study international relations and development. After completing her degrees, she moved to Korea. Welcome, Tasha, and thank you for participating.
Thank you for having me.
Tasha, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you move to Korea and what were you doing there?
So I moved to Korea after I graduated from my bachelor's degree to teach English as a foreign language. I wanted to experience something new, learn about a new culture, a new way of life, and also incorporate self-development into my experience.
Wow, and you chose an Asian culture. How did that come about?
I wanted to go far away, I suppose. I wanted to experience something foreign to me. And South Korea was a remarkable experience, completely different to how I grew up in Malta and in Europe.
Anything particular that stuck out for you there?
Culturally, it's predominantly Buddhist. The food, the lifestyle, so they have a lot of wet markets, people eat outside on the streets, and the way people interact with one another, they're very open and friendly.
Which brings us right to the theme. Now, currently, you are studying for a master's degree, no?
Yes, I'm at the end stage.
So that involves children's education, no? With a particular take.
Yes, I'm studying a master's in early years education, and my personal focus is on outdoor education.
Right. So how, in your opinion, can outdoor education help transform our current food systems?
So I research outdoor education in terms of well-being, so children's interaction with nature and the outdoors environment, and how introducing them to that lifestyle at a young age might hopefully develop a sense of respect and nurturance.
That is very interesting. When we see about food chains, I mean, the direct exposure, I think outdoor education can also bring them a bit more closer to nature. For example, to have that experience from the farm to the fork and understand more about systems and how they are working.
So in the early years, it's 0 to 5 years old, so they're very young. So what we do is we have permaculture gardens, and children learn about seed to plant rather than farm to fork. So it's a plant-based idea, and children see how something grows and develops and how they can use that to nourish themselves.
Oh, that is wonderful. So in other words, they have a lived experience about the impact from how the plant grows and how it comes to their plate, and how to nurture the plants as well, and then they have a direct exposure to to the to nature.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So then hopefully they will have a different take, because when we are estranged from nature, we don't know, we consume what we buy.
Yes, we take it for advantage. We don't realize the process that is involved, and even the consumption. So different environments require different levels of water or soil or irrigation. So they're more attuned to what's needed in the process.
Oh, that is fantastic. As a matter of fact, this is a very unique experience for the children, and in such early age, it starts really helping their social learning about the responsibility of what it needs to understand the food chain as such.
Definitely, yes.
What is your own take about the food chain, how it is now, and what you think can be done or can be changed?
So my personal take is I'm majority plant-based, so I limit my consumption of meat, dairy products. I try to be eco-friendly in terms of buying organic, locally produced goods, of course. And I know in Malta, for example, it's not so easy necessarily. Limiting plastic and general consumption. So I would term myself as a minimalist. Everyone is different, though. I think it depends where you live and socioeconomic backgrounds and what's available to you. So I am aware that it's not a one size fits all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think can be done in Malta to help promote that more?
In terms of education, I think it's such an important factor, and introducing children at a young age to alternative eating styles is so important. And this is what I focus on. So I don't focus so much on food systems, but more on general well-being. But I do think it can be tied together, and teaching children about nutrition and healthy foods and incorporating that into your diets at such a young age might promote lifelong habits in the future.
That is actually part and parcel of the food systems, because it's also our attitude towards food, which is very, very important to change the consciousness about our attitude towards food. And also, I think your education, the outdoor education, gives a wonderful opportunity of multicultural integration, because then children from all social and cultural backgrounds can work together and operate together and plant the seeds together. And so that is in itself a good and lovely possibility to bridge cultural gaps as well, no?
Definitely. So one of the ethos of outdoor education is personal, social, and emotional development, and how it encourages children to participate and work together and brainstorm ideas, find solutions, critically think. So hopefully the next generation will be more experimental and come up with solutions to our problems.
Wonderful. That really encourages innovation, which we bitterly need. Now, homing in on your hope for the future, which we started already now discussing a little bit, of our food systems, of our nutrition, of the way we approach what nurtures us, what, in your opinion, can be done?
So there are some projects, predominantly in Europe, the UK, that do introduce these new food systems in schools, and I wrote a few of them down. There's like the Education Fund's Food Forest, which you see in the US, and there's the Forest School Association, which works with the Harmony Project. And a lot of these education programs, or even school programs, they grow their own food, and they have the children involved in this process, and that's what the food that they eat in school, so their lunchtime habits. And ideally, I would like to see that more in Malta as well. We have limited land, though, so this is a huge problem, I think. Malta needs to readjust its urban development and think more about green spaces and having children have access to those green spaces.
What can be also done is, for example, to foster a little bit balcony garden or rooftop garden, or home garden, even if it is small pots, for example, where the children have direct exposure, instead of having a pet plant.
Yes, that's true.
Well, thank you very much, Tasha, for participating. And we hope that we give you a little bit of a source of inspiration to the viewers. And I wish you a very nice day and safe travels.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here.
Bye.
Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.